Stevie Lou, whatever should we do to infringe on Kiki's joy? Makes him a nasty, nasty boy. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? He may want to ice your face when his brain's in outer space. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? Think he's down with Musk and Trump, and he'll fly to Mars to do a bump. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? Innocent of Mars and Earth, this guy is so devoid of mirth. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? Brags what's in his pants like it's a medieval answer, but upon greater inspection, it's only J.D. Vance. Stevie Lou, whatever should we do? Be it bird or be it a plane, from all the data gathered, he got Neanderthal brain.
Oh God. Gonna make you puke. going on? We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having it. Good evening. Throw the L's up if you're with me. Just popping in. I'm going to have a devil dog. Start the show. I love these. I don't know if you've ever had a Drake's devil dog. This is not cannabis infused. But I'm cannabis infused. Oh boy, let me tell you. Yeah, absolutely. These things never go bad. Keddy Main, my main man, Keddy Main. Sorry, just a little dessert, little late night snack for myself. Hello. Excuse me for 1 second. Oh yeah, wash that shiznit down, as the kids say. I'm Stevie Lou. And yeah, I had a drink or two tonight, which I don't normally do. So I said, fuck it. Let's go live. And I wanted to just start off by having a devil dog. I mean, it's what you do. You know, I love devil dogs and I love ding dongs. And I always thought that Drake's, the company, should mix the two together and make a new product called Devil Dongs. I would love to have some Devil Dong. Give me that Devil Dong. You know what I'm saying? Yes, thank you, Roy Cohen, for doxing me. But that is why I had a drink tonight. I had a nice little dinner with the lady. And speaking of ladies, Miss Doodle is in the house. Look at that. She got a wrench too. So watch what you say. Watch what you say around her and around here. No, it's not like that. I'm having a good old time with that. It's not like that. You guys can get crazy. We don't really do too much moderation here, but we have mods, and I got a crack team. My opinion is says popping in for a pre-Christmas gift. Yeah, yes, that's what I'm here for. I'm a big time grifter, as you know. My style is to leech from the community. No, to be honest, I wanted to. Oh, Jesus Christ, let me get this thing down. I look like an idiot. I look like an idiot with that up there. I honestly am just, I'm sure as most of you, shocked, absolutely shocked, and awe. Shock and awe is what I'm feeling right now about the death of Rob Reiner in Los Angeles, California yesterday at the hands, apparently, or I don't know, this is alleged. There seems to be some sort of connection with his son. Again, this is all information coming out it's a fresh story. I don't want to get into the nasty, grisly details. Yeah, I mean, you just turn the news on and it's hard to miss. But let's um let's take maybe a quick look at Rob Reiner's career. We could dive in a little bit, especially his earlier career. I think that's something we could do. Um, do you think Ray is really on Mammy's divorce papers, Totoro? I have not seen that clip yet. That's actually somehow I missed that clip. Had a very busy weekend. Um, did not see that Clowntown clip. I guess that's what you're referencing. And this isn't really a clip show, so we're not going to watch it here. Um, but I can check that and we'll get back to you on that. I don't know. Listen, I just said recently I'm not going to do much streaming, and then next thing I know, I'm having a good time with Ray DeVito on fucking Saturday at 2 in the morning or some shit. And maybe it is worth just at least sticking it out a little longer and fucking around with you, all 5 of you here. At this point, it doesn't matter. It could be 3 of you, 5 of you, 7 of you, right? What's the big difference here? We're doing it. My opinion, never seen devil dogs here in Texas. Listen, bud, if you ever want, reach out to me on X and I'll send you some devil dogs, dude. I would pop them in some bubble wrap. I could bubble wrap up some fucking devil dogs and I'll send them down to you. It's not too expensive. They're very lightweight. They're basically chocolate Twinkies. Chocolate Twinkies, but a slightly thicker style cake than a spongy cake that a Twinkie is. There's a little more texture to it, and the chocolate is just fucking out of this world, as well as the cream. I like the cream inside the devil dog over the Twinkie cream as well. Stevie Lou's not a big fan of Twinkies, to be honest, never was. But devil dogs, man, there's nothing second to none. Although I shouldn't even say second to none because there are some other really good Drake's chocolate cakes. But I don't think that's what we're here for today. My boy Roy. Oh yeah, someone's drinking a weed claw. Who said that? Doodle's having a weed claw. Holy shit. My goodness. Well, lock the women and children up into bed and let's go have some Sunday dinner. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you that don't know, a weed claw is a seltzer with THC in it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Doodle, but I believe that's what the kids are calling weed claws these days. You just go to your local dispensary and they'll have a refrigerator section usually where you can buy some sort of THC drink. The one thing about those is a lot of them have a lot of sugar in them. And I know a certain member of this community had been asking me about those recently. I shouldn't say they were trying to get off of, trying to cut back on alcohol and wanted to try the THC drinks, but noticed that they're all high in sugar and was trying to also avoid sugar. So it's kind of a catch-22 there, which I think goes to show you that there is still room to innovate and room to grow in the cannabis market. This is still a new sort of industry. A lot of states are just becoming recreational, the states that have been recreational have only been recreational for 10, 15 years. So, if you look in the whole grand scheme of things, I'd love to see low sugar, high THC content adult beverages available for people who are looking to cut back on alcohol. I think it's just a win-win scenario. That's me being a weed expert, though. It's my weed expert opinion. So take that for what it is worth. My boy Mickey jumping in. What's up, my dog? Mm, yeah, exactly. THC seltzer. THC seltzer. Yeah, no, my opinion. It's funny. If you want to hear the whole story behind not being opinionated, holy shit, I am a little buzzed. The reason why I'm not monetized is I had been streaming solo, doing a bunch of shows. Fuck, almost 2 years ago at this point, and then a lot of shit went down, and I took a break from the channel. And what happens is the watch hours don't carry over after a year. So you got to get your over the limit within a year, otherwise it resets. Or if you stop streaming, which I did for a certain amount of time, you start back to zero. So I basically started back to zero, and then just recently decided to get back into it again, and then said, "Fuck it, I've got better ways to use my time." To be brutally honest, I've just gotten very busy, very, very busy. I got a new job recently, and it's been consuming a lot of my free time. So streaming has been tougher to get to, but every time I leave it, I remind myself that I got good folks like Teddy, My Opinion, Totoro, Roy Cohn, Kitty Main, all the lunatics out there, Doodle, you know, Jesse, Jesse Angels, a lunatic. Um, who else do we got? We got um, Black Cat Jessica. I think MGD, the lunatic. We got a bunch of lunatics out there. So if I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing it for me. Did Ray try to stick you with the tab? What tab? I don't think Ray has ever actually tried to stick me with any tab. So, not that I know of, but maybe you're talking about something that I am not familiar with. So, please feel free to clarify. So, Devil Dogs are Drake's cakes, which I do believe are regional, actually, Totoro. I do believe Drake's are regional. And you may not be able to get them all over, especially Texas. Ketamine says he didn't watch Assault on Precinct 13, but I had to watch a Christmas movie Ray spoke about with my old lady. Yeah, I did not watch that Christmas movie the Christmas movie Ray spoke about with his old with nobody's old lady, with anybody. I didn't watch it. I probably won't. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Artie was a big Devil Dog fan. I could see why. That's definitely a New York, New Jersey staple. Pardon me for 1 second. I'm just it's better. Cool. There you go. So the seltzers have the zero, and the sodas have the sugar. Good point. Thank you, Doodle, for helping me clarify. Yeah, dude. um, I guess we could make different versions if that's okay with you, because I personally do like sweetener in my coffee. I know I'm a pussy boy for that, but I do like a little almond milk and a little simple syrup in my coffee. So I would like to maybe make a black version, sugar-free version, and one sweetened as well. But that's good feedback. I appreciate that. Oh shit! Look out! Look at that! Thank you very much to Mr. Roy Cohn Esquire coming through with a fat 20 spot on the PayPal. My captain, my good man. Thank you very much. Lunatic through and through. That's for damn sure. My good pal, Mr. Cohn Esquire. Um, my attorney, as a matter of fact. Not my real attorney, please, but I consider him my street attorney. So thank you, sir. That was very, very, very kind of you. Uh, that time, this time of year too. That shit comes very much handy. So thank you for the 20 spot. Thank you to everybody who was watching on Saturday live on MLC. Apparently, the big man had a very, very fruitful, good show. And we always appreciate that because Kevin spreads love. And I have been a recipient of that love. And by love, I mean money. I just want to be clear. I'm not trying to pussyfoot here. But yeah, KB has always been uh, very, very generous and has taken care of me now for several years running, ever since the super chat stuff has been in play. Um, I've been able to be blessed with a little extra cage on the side from going on a stream with a fucking who I consider a comedy legend. The guy's just extremely entertaining, naturally entertaining. So Stevie Chews, 1,000 milligrams. Well, we did have Lou Chews in Atlantic City, and I think those are just 25 milligram. But yeah, I hear you. Lou Chews was my jam. I guess we'll have to figure out what's going on with Atlantic City this year. I got a bunch of, I think, I don't want to blow anybody's spot up, but a bunch of people have reached out, are planning on coming to Atlantic City. I feel like it's a tradition now. I got to do it. The one thing I will say is that I'm going to be doing, if I do, which I should say, I'll be there. I gotta go. I gotta go to Atlantic City, right? It's kind of my thing now. Um, if I do go, I'm doing Saturday only. Saturday only is how I'm rolling this year. I had a room for Sunday night booked and paid for, and I ended up just bailing and going back home. I just kind of had enough. I'm not a big casino guy, not a big gambler, not really drinking these days either. So I wasn't looking to hang around and just watch the Super Bowl in Atlantic City, to be honest, even though I did have a good time with everybody there. I was ready to go home, hang out with my cats. Kayla is another lunatic. Look at this. Tommy Myers in the motherfucking hizzy. Tommy Myers in the motherfucking hizzy. And look at that. The Roach Man. The Roach Man says, Uzak, Stevie. I don't know what that means. Could be some sort of British term, but Roachy, my man. Good dude. Good dude for sure. Actually, like I said, I think I super chatted somewhere recently that, or not super chatted, was commenting that the Roach Man has definitely gained a lot of respect in my book recently. And I'll leave it at that. We'll get into that. I think I've said my piece. Yeah, Doodle's catching back up, or I'm catching back up with Doodle here about the coffee. His black version, extra sweet. The black of the berry, the sweet of the juice. Hey, la, la, la. I like my coffee with sugar and cream. Keep it battle, keep the battle, keep it going full steam. Peace to see yourself with the masterpiece. My tough guy. Doing the Ray DeVito. Should send Ray the link. It's cream. Yeah, it was. But yeah, let's see. Catching up. Recommended VFW. Let me check this out real quick. VFW movie. Oh, look at this from 2019 with Fred Williamson, Shaft, George Wendt, directed by Joe Bagos. Okay, I've heard of this guy, Joe Bagos. What else has he done? Yeah, Jimmy and Stiggs. Oh, that's crazy. I saw that movie Jimmy and Stiggs in theaters this summer. Cool. Wow, that's my opinion. You actually just kind of blew my mind there. I had never heard of this film, but I'd heard of the director and seen another of his films actually. This guy is a pretty accomplished independent director. So I guess I will check out VFW. It looks pretty crazy. It looks like VFW. I'll pull it up actually. Let's do that. Let's do that, that. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mhm. There we go. Okay. VFW is a 2019 action splatter film directed by Joe Bagos, starring Stephen Lang, William Sadler, Martin Coe, Fred Williamson. Boz, the leader of a psychotic gang, deals a powerful and addictive new drug called Hype. His members are dubbed Hypers and are completely hooked on his product so much he makes one of his members, Lucy, jump off a balcony to her drug. Okay, so looks like he's fucked up. Then some army veterans drinking at the VFW. And then one of the gang members fucks up the dudes in the bar. Ah, okay. So it sounds like it's a bunch of war veterans versus drug addicts. So I got to deal with that. I'm into it. I'll definitely check that shit out. Thank you for the recommendation. What's the real reason you quit the movie business? Well, I was never really fully full-time into the movie business. I was more or less um freelancing, and what happened was it was not easy to make a living freelancing. I definitely got a couple of great jobs where I worked on a few sets and got paid to do so. But to keep that job, to keep it steady, to find projects continually throughout the year became too difficult to sustain. So I turned to full time work instead for the benefits and security. But I will say I have still stayed active in movie production in the independent scene. As a matter of fact, I am currently producing a film. This is the first time I've actually taken on a full-time producer's role in an action film. Actually, it's really cool little action film that a very close friend of mine is directing and making, and I've been basically helping him the whole way along. So we filmed a teaser, a scene for it, and we will be putting it out pretty soon. And on that note, we'll be looking for some potential financial backing. So you may be hearing more about this in the very near future. We don't need a lot of money, but we do need some money. So we may be looking for some people who are looking to get their name on a project or want to just donate some gauge to a good program, a good project. Uh, can't wait to show you what we were able to do. We filmed basically, man, it was wild. We filmed just 2 days, 2.5 days inside of a restaurant in my old neighborhood. We asked the restaurant owner for a favor, and he let us film there for free in the back area. It's a video game restaurant in Brooklyn. It's this wild place that we always loved and had envisioned shooting coordinating a fight scene inside of a video game restaurant. So that's what we shot, and it, I think, is looking like it's coming out spectacularly so far, and looking forward to showing that final project. So, yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Okay, so also COVID fucked up things. I'm trying to get into a union in the film business, and when COVID happened, they weren't accepting any applications. Then after COVID, there was a strike in the production side of things, so they weren't taking applications after that as well. And a lot of these things have just basically made it very difficult for new people to enter the business. There is a way in. It's hard. You got to dedicate a lot of time to getting certified, working certain specific jobs to get on the job training hours. And that would take a lot of sacrifice to get to that point, which I haven't been able to justify sacrificing. Okay, that's enough out of that shit. Mm, yes, I did get allegedly. I mean, I did, but just for sake of things, I did allegedly get HIGH with Stuttering John. He allegedly kept bothering me for my weed pen when we were hanging out in Atlantic City. I had it like sticking out. I had this jacket on I had like a flak jacket on, and I had the weed pen. I had multiple weed pens sticking out of my pockets. So he kept asking me to hit his pen. This is crazy. I'm not even going to read this out because I know what that means. Spare Rochi. But Jesus, Mickey. Uh, yeah, that makes me think of Friday. The older the berry, the sweet the juice. Why don't we do AC on a different weekend? Yeah, I mean, first, first AC thing was during the summer. I'm trying to catch up. Send it to Ray. Should I send the link to Ray? Yeah, maybe I'll send the link to Ray. I can do that. I guess I'm still up for a bit. Mm, Yeah, and then I'll catch up with the chat. Yeah, actually, Ray would be good to go over Rob Reiner. Okay, sorry, folks. Bear with me for 1 second, if you don't mind. Oh, fuck, Ray just messaged me the other day with this. There he is. Send Shmuel the link too. Fuck it, why not? Okay, and why not? I'll send Jake the link. It's that kind of night. Let's see what happens. Uh, okay, sorry guys. Just stick with me here. We're doing it. We are fucking doing it. I'm gonna motor through. So chat here. Pom, pom, pom. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Ray owes me for all those times I co-hosted. Man, I don't know. Are some of those episodes up? I've considered going back and checking out old Ray DeVito episodes of him and I from like fucking probably almost 3 years ago at this point. I think giving time perspective, looking back at some of those, they might be kind of interesting, funny. I gotta look. I'm sure they're probably on his YouTube, or if not, they must be on his Patreon. Totoro, what's Bobo up to these days? Check out Bobo and I going to get a slice of pizza the other day in my neighborhood. John Carson throwing the L up. Tom Myers, thank you so much, Tom. Hit the like button. It's free. That's the first thing he talked about was Pete Alonso. Literally the first words out of his mouth. Hold on, something's going on here too. Jesus Christ. Whatever. Yeah, we don't talk about that guy around here, Gustav. Send Liam the link, I guess. I guess I could send Liam the link. It's late. I mean, it's not late out there. But even if he just jumps on his phone, I just sent a bunch of people the link. I don't think anyone's gonna jump on, but we'll see. Anyway, all right. Let's try to catch up here. Oh, ever heard of cannabinoid hypermesis syndrome? I had recently started trying Delta 9 edibles till I had two awful episodes where I felt extreme bloating. Yeah, I actually have heard about this, and it kind of blows my mind. I it's a newer phenomenon where people I think get really sick, basically, right? Let's look it up actually. But there's this it like hits people later on in life. from what I've heard, like it could happen suddenly in your early 30s, late 20s. Yeah, nausea. So you're a heavy cannabis user, and you get nausea and abdominal pain. Um, you get sick in the morning, frequent vomiting. Yeah, this it says that you got to shower to relieve it. That sounds like a fucking bummer. Um, I hear it's kind of rare. Uh-uh. Yeah, 0.1% of people, relatively rare. Although it says it could be found, I mean, whatever. These tests sound fucking bogus. It's saying 30% of people with cannabis use disorder. Let's try to bring this up with Dr. Steve. He seems like a better one. Um, and then thank you for reminding me, Toad. We're gonna jump into Rob Reiner in a sec here. All right, let's do it. Let's get to Rob Reiner. Rest in peace, Rob Reiner. Born March 6th, 1947. Producer, screenwriter, actor, and political activist. 2 Primetime Emmys and a Hugo Award. Nominations for Academy Awards, BAFTA, and 9 Golden Globe Awards. As a Hollywood Walk of Fame star. Received a Chaplin Award at Lincoln Center. And 3 of his films inducted to the National Film Registry. So he rose to prominence playing Meathead in All in the Family. Wow, I had no idea about that. All in the Family is a little before my time, but I obviously know Archie Bunker, right? Is that not? Yeah, Carol O'Connor as Archie Bunker. My father certainly was a fan of that show. Sure you could imagine. It says he was in Throw Mama from the Train, Sleepless in Seattle, Bullets Over Broadway, First Wives Club, Primary Colors, Ed TV, and The Wolf of Wall Street. Those are acting credits. Oh no, trust me, Doodle. I know All in the Family. It's, to be, with all due respect, it's before my time. I'm 43 years old, so I wasn't even born when that show was on the TV. But my father was always telling me about Archie Bunker and how hilarious he was, and I definitely caught some of the reruns back in the day. But yeah, that was his acting credits. But yeah, as did someone just mention Spinal Tap? Princess Bride, Totoro. But excuse me. Um, Made his directorial debut with the heavy metal mockumentary This Is Spinal Tap, which um, just came out with a sequel just a few months ago and was all over the media. Um, you know, I'm pretty sure Rob Reiner was involved with a lot of the media tour around it. Let me pull up Spinal Tap. I should pull up this so you guys can see it. Man, I fucked this shit up. I can't see anything. Dude, StreamYard fucking sucks. You know what? I might have to do something here. Whatever. All right. We're doing it. We're fucking doing it live. Reading super chats without, or super chats, Jesus, these are not super chats. Reading chats without saying them out loud. That's a bad look. Maybe it is getting close to bedtime, but I had seen an autistic anti-pot guy mention it. Yeah, that was the weed syndrome. Yeah, like I said, I will probably have a chance to talk to Dr. Steve on air soon, and I will try to bring that up for him. Yeah, Spinal Tap, The End Continues, 2025 was released in September and directed by Rob Reiner. So it's his last film. Fucking crazy. So his directorial debut. This is Spinal Tap. Let's check this filmography. Here we go. Okay. So this is Spinal Tap, filed by The Sure Thing, starring John Cusack. Don't know if I know The Sure Thing. Looks like it's one of those teen romance comedies from that era, starring John Cusack, which there are several. Um, but third film, Stand By Me, which I put a poll up earlier, which is better, asking which is better, Stand By Me or The Lost Boys. And Stand By Me was the overwhelming victor in that poll. I think I would tend to agree too. I just wanted to make sure that was what other people thought. But yeah, so he's got Spinal Tap, this John Cusack movie, and then Stand By Me, followed up by The Princess Bride, which is like next level film without question. I think we can all agree that The Princess Bride, just from a production value, a cast, uh, story, and execution is a 9 out of 10. I think some people truly adore the film and would say, "Hey, that's a 10 out of 10." But I feel like the Princess Bride is more or less universally recognized as a tremendous film. And yeah, Doodle, I totally get it. The Lost Boys had a major effect on me. I wanted to be a fucking vampire when I was a little kid at one point because of that fucking film. So I get it. Princess Bride follows up with When Harry Met Sally, which, to be honest, that's a movie that's coming out in '89. Little Stevie Lewis, 7 years old, could really give a fuck less about dumb sex comedies for adults. So I don't know if I've actually ever seen When Harry Met Sally from front to back. I'm not a huge Billy Crystal fan. But I know it's got the iconic orgasm scene at Katz's Deli. So I feel like I owe it to Rob to at least check that out. Then we got Misery, and not the top Stephen King adaptation, um, but top 5. I didn't just mute myself, did I? Did I mute myself? Hold on a second. Okay, I didn't mute myself. There's a mute button back here. Anyway, um, yeah, Misery is out of control. What a fucking sick, fucked up movie. I seen that one when I was a little kid, and I shouldn't have. That one messed me up. Uh, so 1980, I'm a year older than when Harry Met Sally comes out. I'm getting access to maybe some stuff on cable. If I'm staying over maybe my aunt's house or my grandma's place, they got cable. I'm staying up late night watching whatever's coming on Cinemax, etc. Um, you know what that means. Follows up Misery with A Few Good Men, which shit, I don't even know now which one I'm gonna give the edge to, Princess Bride or Few Good Men. Which one's better? Few Good Men is almost like a perfect movie. Princess Bride is for like a certain it's a genre film. And Few Good Men is to a certain extent a genre film, but the way that movie works and how it executes that shit is, I think, as close to a perfect movie as it gets. 1992 was one of the greatest movie years of all time. So perfect. A Few Good Men um probably gets lost in the crowd in that year. Um but you got Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, some legendary scenes and lines from that movie. Um, but goddamn, what I'm seeing right here is Princess Bride, Harry Met Sally, Misery, and A Few Good Men. That's four. No, shit. What? You got Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men. Those 5 in a row. I have to read that over one more time and just imagine that's your life. You're the director, and your third movie is Stand By Me, your fourth Princess Bride, fifth Harry Met Sally, sixth Misery, seventh A Few Good Men. Like, you literally are a golden goose that just is laying fucking shitting bricks of money. Um, yeah, please, my opinion, don't even wait for Halloween to watch Misery. It is a scary film. It's a Stephen King book. So it is your type of flick. Yes, it's twisted. It's dark. It's scary. It's well acted. It's got Sonny Corleone and what's her name from oh, the fucking lady in it is out of control. Sorry that I'm blanking. Um, you guys would love it. But then here we go. Just like everyone, sometimes the universe corrects itself and you put up a stinker, because I remember seeing this movie North as a kid and it not clicking for me. Kathy Bates, thank you. Good call. Now you're doing the thing that I do to Keith. Yes, Doodle, you'll love Kathy Bates in Misery. Um, Honestly, if I wanted to give you the right way to do it, you should wait until after dinner, 9 o'clock, make some popcorn, turn all the lights off, get a nice warm blanket, snuggle up on the couch, pop on Misery, and go for a ride. But yeah, here we go. So this film North, this box office bomb, $12 million against the $40 million budget. So um, Rob Reiner does 5 literal legendary movies in a row, and then flops with North. But then comes back with The American President, which honestly I don't think I ever saw because that's one that was like an adulty movie when I was in my young teens. So I'm at this point 13 and I'm a movie buff, but this is not it. I'm definitely not wanting to watch some romantic presidential movie. That is, uh, I'm like watching um, Independence Day and shit like that around this era. But from what I understand, is a decent movie. Yeah, watch it naked. Watch Misery naked. I think that's what that means. Mm-mm. What's that, Doodle? You watched that movie, American President? Okay, and then Ghost of Mississippi, a good flick. This is about Medgar Evans, civil rights activist, murdered by a white supremacist. Yeah. So this movie, Misery. You did watch Misery. Okay, I'm sorry. Which one did you say you didn't watch? Oh, the Red Misery. My bad. My bad. Never read Misery. So yeah, this Ghost of Mississippi movie. Whoopi Goldberg, Alec Baldwin, James Woods. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Talk about like so maybe this is where these all these people just went fucking nuts simultaneously in 1996 on the Ghost of Mississippi set with Rob Reiner, who apparently was a big activist. Did not know that, but when I was looking at his Wikipedia, it mentioned his activism. So let's check this out here. Political views and activism. So he was a big liberal activist, co founder of the American Foundation for Equal Rights. Challenged Proposition 8, which banned same sex marriage. So, anti smoking advocate. Okay. So, yeah, he liked to get up in the mix. So, yeah, does Mississippi burning? Mm-mm. Sorry, Ghost of Mississippi, not Mississippi Burning, excuse me. Story of Us. Another romantic comedy where I'm just not about that. So never seen it. Alex and Emma, Kate Hudson, Luke Wilson. Never seen it. So I guess he's in this little Story of Us. Alex has it. Rumor has it. Another romantic comedy. Now he's just going all day with the romantic comedies bucket list, a buddy comedy. Jack Nicholson, Morgan Freeman, never seen it. So now he's kind of in this little like flipped romantic comedy. Yeah. So now he's kind of going to a paint by number format after Goes to Mississippi there. So from 99 for a decade, just made drivel. Sorry. Sorry, Rob. Probably paid for some really nice houses. Worked with a lot of great casts, but none of these movies. The Magic of Belle Isle, never even heard of it. So it goes. Yeah, what the fuck? This is crazy. I didn't know. Like he just like this is movie after movie after movie that I have like really never heard of or have heard of and really never wanted to ever try to see. Being Charlie. Oh my god. Okay. So this is crazy. This is the one someone was telling me about, Being Charlie. Look at this shit. This is where it gets wild. Being Charlie, which was written by Nick Reiner. Screenplay by Nick Reiner. And the plot is about Charlie, a troubled addict who has been in and out of rehab for years. Yes, Doodle, not only his son, but the son who's being implicated in the murder of him and his wife. So this movie that he made with his son about a troubled boy who goes in and out of rehab and has fights and does Oxycontin and has an opiate addiction, just someone we know. And his parents stage an intervention and give him a choice of going to rehab or not. And he goes to rehab and meets a girl who gives him more problems. And the recovery is selfish. This is fucking nuts. I'm reading just the Wikipedia. Program is not working. He relapses. And then he becomes a stand-up comedian at the end. Holy shit. He, this is nuts. I gotta see this now. We gotta see this now. Oh my god. Like this is this streaming anywhere? Hold on. Holy fuck. This is wild. I heard about this, but this is way crazier than I imagined. Yeah, literally, the story went from fictional to fact, Dave. He literally wrote a story about what he was going to eventually do. I mean, I don't think he kills the parents. Yeah, you could see this on Tubi for free. Kind of want it on Blu-ray because I feel like they'll end up taking this down from streaming. Blu-ray Being Charlie. Hmm. Unavailable. Being Charlie Blu-ray eBay. I feel like I want to pick this up before this blows up. Currently sold out. Look at that. 25 bucks out of stock. Sold right away. God damn it. Yeah, you needed the money. Currently sold out. No shit. Let's go to deep discount. Thanks, deep discount. Honestly, this is going to be a collector's item, right? This has got to be a collector's item. Maybe it's because I was looking for the Blu-ray. 1350. Let's see if it's on. Oh, okay. So I got it right now on deep discount for $13. If somebody wants to get me a Christmas present, Being Charlie DVD. Unavailable. Okay. All right. Back to this. Yeah, that's fucking wild. So after being Charlie, son about his murdering son, does LBJ. About the president, LBJ. Again, never seen it. But a bunch of really good actors in it. So that's, I guess, this is his thing. He was Rob Reiner. He could just get a bunch of people to the table. So, yeah, rest in peace, Rob Reiner. What do you think? What's your favorite movie out of that list? I could definitely break it down to, okay, Stand By Me, Princess Bride, Few Good Men. Yeah. Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, Princess Bride, A Few Good Men. Hmm. I would say either down to A Few Good Men or Stand By Me. And if I had to choose between those two, I think I would choose Stand By Me. Yeah, I think any of those four films, and I could even throw, yeah, any of those four films. If you said that was your favorite Rob Reiner film, you wouldn't be wrong. Me personally, I think it's Stand By Me, just for replayability, just based on the fact that I've seen that movie the most out of that list because I've wanted to watch it the most out of that list, and I've been able to. I have a copy of that bitch on VHS actually sitting over. Oh my God. Jesus Christ Almighty. If you've never watched Stand By Me, Princess Bride, Spinal Tap, and A Few Good Men, you should do it just for Rob Reiner. You know, what better, yeah, dude. What better of a reason to show some respect and try to track those down? Um, I mean, you could prove me wrong, but I truly believe those are all quality films. You know, are they top 10 all time? No, no. Are they top 50 all time? Probably not. maybe one of them breaches the top 50, but top 100, yes. I think you could put both of those movies in the top 100, top 200 for sure, without a question. I think Spinal Tap is top 200. Let's take a look, actually. How many Rob Reiner films if I 100? Uh, yeah, I guess we're all of our favorites being Charlie. Toady, I didn't see one, so I haven't seen two yet. I'll probably catch up to those eventually. But TJ, what's going on? What's wrong, buddy? Are you all right? Are you sad about Rob Reiner? I get it, man. It's not good. It's not good, bro. That's why we're having a moment of silence. Rob Reiner. Here, ring the bell. Ring the bell for Rob Reiner. Respect. Respect. Yeah, I heard they said like fucking Larry David showed up in the scene. Billy Crystal was there. That's gotta be fucking no good. It's not funny. It's not fun. You walk up and you see your boys just oh, it's a bad look. But man, what a career. I'll tell you what. Guy definitely had a fucking career on him. Yeah, I guess there was a whole thing too. Very devastating, of course, to the family. So all respect goes out to the family. I'm trying not to really go blue on this whole thing, but I guess they were hanging out at Conan O'Brien's house the day before at his party, and then things were going sideways. They said, according to the New York Post, I read the son, Nick, or whatever the fuck his name is, Rick or Nick, um, was all fucked up asking people if they were famous. It's like, which is kind of out of a movie. Like all these famous people are at another famous guy's house, and like the drugged out son of one of them is just walking up to everyone, going, "I think I know. I think I know you. Are you famous? Yes, you famous? Because I think I recognize you." Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh man. All right. Yeah, I guess, I mean, there's definitely an inheritance. Hopefully, they won't give the murdering son anything, right? If anything is fair out there, they won't give that fucking son of a bitch anything. Oh, God. I just crashed. That last bong hit got me good. Boy, oh boy. All right. We're going to call it a night. This has been real. Thank you to Dutes, my gal. Thank you to Roy Cohn for the love. This is the new thing we're doing now. Just so everybody knows, it used to be throw the L up, but now we're bringing the double L, and you're going to open your third eye. So everybody open up your third eye. Actually, that's what we'll do. We'll start closed, and then you open your third eye. So you can start L's up, but then open up that third eye. Namaste, Sabadi Kop. Namaste, 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 Sabadi Kop, namaste, namaste, namaste. Blessings. Everybody have a good one. I'm sure you might see more of me before the holiday, but if I don't, have a blessed, blessed holiday and smoke that shit. Peace.